I'm Zach Martin on New HD TV. We're with Dino McCord, who is with Red Voodoo, and we're going to play their new song Rise, which was released over the summer. And it really, I think, is on point for what we're all going through right now. Now, Dino, you're in your car somewhere. Tell us where you are.
Yes. Sorry about my setting. If I would have planned accordingly, I'm at Frank Hannon's property right now doing some yard work. So excuse the gloves and the.
No, that's great. This is my kind of discussion. You're in a car. You're just like me. You got a hat on.
Yeah.
You're keeping busy. So you're doing yard work. What kind of car is that? Looks like a really cool car.
I wish this is my parents' car. I have in mind. It's a Lincoln. You
A
know.
Lincoln. Oh,
I
a
have I have a
Navigator.
Chevy. What's that?
You're in a Navigator, a Lincoln Navigator.
No, dude. I don't even know. I'm not even a car guy. But I have a Chevy 2004 Tahoe. That's my car.
Okay, all right, that's good. Well,
but it's durable.
It's a nice sunny day where you are, I guess, in California, right?
Yep,
Okay,
California.
You've been really busy.
Yes.
You're working at Frank's house, I guess, doing some chores, if you want to call it that.
Right.
And then you have Red Voodoo, Rock and Roll Christmas.
Yes.
As well
Yep.
as
Releasing
Bring
today.
It Back. Okay, fantastic. And we're going to play it on New HDLA, which means that
awesome.
People need to download the New HDLA radio app.
Download the app.
Yeah, so they don't have to listen to crap. Yeah. So, Dino, tell me a little bit about yourself, about Red Voodoo, and how you guys got together, and some of your musical influences.
Oh man, that's a loaded question. So I would say that start off, my daddy's been in rock and roll music his whole entire life. Frank Hannon produced my dad 30 years ago, but he didn't go anywhere because of Nirvana in the grunge scene.
I understand that. Yes.
Oh yeah. So, I actually, how I got involved with Frank is I messaged Frank one day in school, and my dad just told me stories about working with Frank. He only worked with Frank for like 2 days, but yeah, and I messaged him, and long story short, he invited me down, to come sing "Getting Better with Him" by Tesla down at a show in California.
Okay.
Not with Tesla, but with his Frank Hannon band. And at that point, that was about a year ago that happened. So a lot has happened since then, but we want to get Red Voodoo to the next level. And before we did originals, I met my drummer Nick at my very first rock concert, which was Y&T at Ace of Spades in Sacramento.
Wow, how about that?
Dad took me to that show, and I was looking for a band. There's not a lot of young kids listening to rock and roll music, So I found Nick, and he was looking for a band. We both like, Y&T, Sammy Hagar, and we formed this, we formed pretty much a Van Halen tribute band, playing both Sammy Hagar and David Lee Roth. And then we found David Loyler, a guitar player from Amador, who plays just like Eddie Van Halen, great. And then our bass player, Andrew Edwards, we found on Craigslist of all places. And so that's, and we didn't go to the same school at all. It was just kind of how we just all kind of found each other, and it was just like a magical kind of moment.
Yeah, it's one of those things that happens. Your dad, he did make it, it just in a different way. So never think he didn't make it. Right.
He's living vicariously through me, so to speak.
Well, there's that part of it, but you're in an awesome car, so it can't be all that bad. And, he's got some good friends, and Tesla, one of my favorite bands of all time. There's been an argument with me and Tesla. One time I saw him in Virginia at Scope, and maybe 300 or 400 people showed up, if that. And I told him I saw them in concert. I thought it was the best concert ever. I felt special because, hey, this is before social distancing.
Right.
And they said, no, it was more than 500, man. It was like 4,000 or 5,000. I'm like, all right, well, you keep telling yourself that. It doesn't really matter.
Right. As long as there's people there.
I was impressed that regardless of the size of the crowd, Tesla gave it their all and played for the same. If it was a full out, sold out arena or just one person, I felt that they would play the same. And that was what really made an impression upon me. And I've always been a big Tesla fan. So, to have Tesla as an influential band in your life, I think that's cool. Sammy Hagar is another one.
Yeah, he is right there. Beach Bar Rum, right there, Sammy.
What I like about Sammy is, have you ever seen the meme where they have President Clinton and Sammy Hagar next to each other?
Yeah,
Who would
yeah.
you rather be? I'm like, yeah, Sammy for sure.
Sammy, right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Um,
Sammy's great, man. You know, with this going back to the rock and roll Christmas track, um, the video's releasing today. So we did a music video for it
uh-huh.
Sunday. It's great, man. It looks like a Macy's commercial. It's awesome. Big old Christmas tree. It's gonna be coming out 1 p.m. Gibson Guitars. They're going to promote it on their socials,
Good.
and yeah, it's gonna be great. So
So
check it.
here's
Yeah,
my deal with you because I don't have the video right now. We can't play it, so we're gonna play Red Voodoo Rising.
right. Rise up.
Right.
Right.
Rise up. Sorry.
No worries.
I got confused with Bruce Springsteen. It happens when you get to be in my age group. We
Oh,
start to like um
yeah.
I want to have you back, and then I
Of
want to
course.
premiere that Christmas video on New
Awesome.
HDTV. So we'll do that
That'll be
again.
great.
But
That'll be great.
this is great because I like this getting to know you and Red Voodoo. This is awesome, and I do appreciate the fact that when looked in at the video of your band,
Yeah.
how you are so. I'm going to use the expression that we use in music. You're very tight, like a
Right.
tight knit.
Tight
It
band.
works on
Right.
tight, works on all
Thank you.
cylinders. I mean, so that's great. Obviously, your dad did a great job raising you, and you
Thank you.
have good people around you.
Of course.
So I would say that now it's up to you as you move forward, not to screw it up.
Yep. That's what it is.
How many times do the older guys tell you don't screw it up?
Frank, a lot. Dude, I learned so much from Frank, and he's just one of the most humble, down to earth guys. I'm proud to call him a friend now, and it's crazy how much you can learn. Just not only just from him musically, just life experience in general.
All right, let's play that song right now. Red Voodoo, Rise Up on New HD.
Everyone's just a little uneasy. The Dodging family is crazy. People got a new way of thinking. In this time of world desperation, and I don't understand what's going on, and I try to carry on. Gotta rise up and be strong. Rise up and be strong. Rise up and be strong. Everyone's just a little uneasy. Downtown streets are empty. We are all just human beings, trying to make a way, trying to make a living. And I don't understand what's going on. Well, and I try to carry on. Gotta rise up and be strong. Yeah. Rise
That is Red Voodoo. Rise up,
Yeah.
be strong. What a great ensemble you have together. The um the vocal arrangement is really awesome. You guys are
Yeah. Thank you. Thank
I'm
you.
trying to find the right word for it, but you harmonize really well. Like
Yeah, like the background harmonies you're talking
yeah,
about.
well, the vocal harmonization. It's like Crosby, Stills, and Nash. How you guys can like all get the vocals to sound like you do. So I was impressed by that. I was impressed
Thank you.
by
Yeah.
the drum fill. That was cool towards the end
Oh, right.
on the tom toms and stuff.
Ah,
Yeah. I
right.
love the bass play. I like the lead guitar. I like the acoustic that you're playing. A lovely guitar. We'll talk more about that in a second.
Yeah.
Um, but I did hear, we talked about some of your influences. Somebody was listening to some classic Leonard Skinner in your group, man. I don't
Oh,
know if
really?
somebody was, or you just
Somebody
were able
was.
to nail it. You were able to nail
Nope.
it somehow. Yeah.
No kidding. Thank you.
Yeah, it's really cool. So what are some of your other influences? And what did how did he get involved in the coaching of you guys? It seems to me like, Frank is going at this point, he goes, I know the mistakes I've made. I know where, I went in the wrong direction. I'm not going to let it happen with these guys. Is that pretty
Right.
much it?
Yeah, and just all the wisdom and just how to really write a song. We didn't start writing originals until last summer, and we didn't even know Frank that last summer. So when we brought the originals that we had already written, he would go, "Oh no, guys, we got to make these better. Let's dissect them and make
Yeah.
each part, just like any Tesla song. You listen to any Tesla song, and each part of the song means something to the song. It's
Yeah.
not just like same with our songs, same with Rise Up. You can point out the drum fill. You can point out each part of the song means something, which that's
Right.
huge. What he taught us.
Well, if you go over the history of rock and roll, and here's a great example of this. Go get yourself the remastered version of uh, Rumors by Fleetwood Mac
Mm,
and
right.
listen to the demo version of Gold Dust Woman or The Chain, and you're going to hear something completely different. And what I was amazed when listening to those old recordings, how the heck did you guys get from point A to the finish over here? Because it's definitely I can hear the similarities, but it came out totally different and unexpected. And
Right.
that has always blown me away is the difference between what you put on a demo
Hmm.
and what the production team and the engineer and producers do with it,
Right.
and guide you.
And
Um,
just like my first time around this, experiencing all that, it's a trip, dude. All the stuff that goes into it, and all the production and all. Really, to make a good song, it's really just about pre-production. Really, it's all about going in before you record it and make sure each part is just awesome.
well, would you say that it exceeded your expectations about the work involved to be successful as a musician and as a band? Did it?
Uh, yeah, it really does, and it really honestly takes hard work to do it. It's not like it just gets handed to you. I
Right.
mean, you bust your ass every day, just about every day, just to make your goals happen.
Yep, that's the truth of that. And no sense whining about it. You got to go out and do.
Right.
Now, take me through this when you finally finished. Maybe before that, the video was created, which was a great job on that. Is that an
Yeah.
F1 truck, by the way? You know what kind of
Uh,
truck it
I
is?
believe it was one of Frank's
Yeah,
buddies that we got the
that's a
truck
nice.
around.
That
Very
that
nice
is a
truck. Yeah.
yeah. Listen, the first time you get a gigantic paycheck, go out and buy yourself one of those type of trucks and put it on the
Yeah.
side.
I'll call it the
Um,
the Rise Up truck.
otherwise, otherwise you'll regret it down the road. Like, damn, I should have bought one. I should have
My
listened
bad.
to that dope.
Man.
All right.
Right. Right.
Um. Anyway, the first time you played that song for your mom, what
Oh.
was that like? I bet you she cried. Oh my gosh, tell
Yeah,
us that
she
story.
she got she got both my mom and my dad too. The first time I heard it driving home from Frank's house, the final mix, I got a little teary eyed too. I was like, "Holy shit, that's me!" It was crazy just to hear yourself so clear. But yeah, they were just super proud. I have the best parents in the world, man. They are so supportive, because they get it. You know,
Yeah,
they get
yeah.
how music's so important. So, yeah, yeah,
Well, good for you. I'm glad that you had that experience. It's nice to, share that with others, like the experience that your parents had when they heard it for the first time. What about some of the other guys in the band? What did it feel like for them?
Oh man, we were just blown away. It just kind of felt surreal. It,
Yeah,
it's like
good
a,
word.
ago, we were playing 4-hour shows, REO Speedwagon,
Wow.
you know, Bad Company, just playing all around the NorCal scene.
Mhm.
And here we are now making music videos. We have an album complete now. It's just so awesome. It's just so very thankful, very thankful. We're all so thankful.
Now, have you heard your song played on the radio at all?
I've heard Rock and Roll Christmas being played on the radio. That's the
Okay, all
only
right.
one.
That's a good start. It's really hard to get the airplay, but do
Yeah.
not be discouraged. Do not be discouraged. Don't go by that.
Oh no, we have a
Um,
great
yeah.
team that's working up for some great radio play for, our new song Bring It Back. That's going to be released on Christmas Eve.
Yep, I got that here, and I think you got the video for that will be out on New Year's Day, according to my cheat sheet in front of me.
Right. So
Did you know that?
well, actually, I think we're moving it now, to be honest, to later, like January 8th or the 15th for the video. For the video.
So, well, I think what we'll do is maybe, well, I think what we need to do is have an emergency session of New HD TV.
Right.
Maybe as soon as tomorrow, when you have the video done, and we can play the Christmas video. Do this
Yeah.
again. Play the
That's
Christmas
probably-
video on New HD TV.
Go ahead.
And then after Christmas, right as the day that you are going to release the video for Bring It Back,
Yes.
we'll have you out on again.
Perfect.
This time, get all the other guys, in maybe the same car.
Yeah.
We can have
We'll all pile up in the car.
Yeah,
No,
everybody.
We'll get a couch or something.
Let's do it this way. Let's have your parents in it in the car, the band member, as many people as you can get into that Lincoln, whatever that is, the Navigator. or
Right,
whatever it
right.
is. Get everybody in there, and we'll do like a family style interview
Cool.
that nobody's ever done before. Nobody would ever think of doing it like that.
No,
Just make it,
Lincoln.
one up it, and we'll make sure that a couple things happen. We play Red Voodoo, the Christmas songs on New HD LA and New HD in New York, and that we make sure that we play the new song. I know it's going to be a great song. It's not even going to be a question of whether we should play it. And we'll also put the Rise Up into
Cool.
rotation right away.
Thank
So
you so much.
got
Thank
all of those things. Your site is great, redvoodooband.com.
RedVoodooBand.com. Yes.
You could see the video and then open it up on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
Guys got a lot going on. How can people follow you on social media? Our final question.
We're on Facebook at Red Voodoo, Instagram at Red Voodoo Band, and Twitter at Red Voodoo Music.
Now, let me ask you, old guy to young guy.
Right.
I lean towards Twitter for my radio stuff because it's easier, and I noticed that the artists interact much easier on Twitter. Am I right about that?
I don't know. We do a lot of our interaction on Instagram, but that's
I knew you were going to say Instagram.
It's just the younger crowd,
Yeah, I know it, but I can't figure it out. If it's like a picture, and then what do I do with that? I mean, how do I, I don't know what to do with it. So I have my daughter take care of the Instagram. But having said all that,
good.
I learned that when people say, I work with some other young bands too. Empty Trail out of Austin, this guy named Rick Lambert, look him up. Great vocalist, great guitarist. One day tells me, like, well, check it out on IG. I'm like, IG? What the hell are you talking about, IG? What the hell is that? Instagram. I don't know that. So now,
right.
See, so the joke is around here, it's like, Zach's on Instagram. I can tell you right now, and this is the truth. He has no idea what he's doing on Instagram. I just haven't been able to figure it out. But glad that Red Voodoo is on Instagram.
Yes.
Again, I'll just say I prefer Twitter. Okay, it's just easier.
That's cool too.
And of course, to be heard on New HD LA